Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from DIY Dream Weddings UK, and I've come on here to show you some sequin wedding bouquet. So this is a new project, and I'll be sewing the sequins on and making the holder from scratch. Everything is made from scratch on this channel, okay? So what I'll be doing is we'll be using this blue felt. And I have actually cut how much of this I need to wrap round here, but I'm not quite sure how I'm going to put it on yet. So this is where the flowers would go. So I'm going to sew all the sequins on, and then I'm going to stick this to the top of the bouquet. So I'm going to work out how to do that later, but what I've decided to do here is I've decided to demonstrate. I've done some demonstrations on here, but I've decided to demonstrate on this felt because that's the colour I'm going to be using. I'm hoping to do the pink and the blue sequins and maybe a little bit of green as well with these seed beads. Okay, so we're using these seed beads. Okay, right, so let's get going. So I've threaded my needle. Yep, I threaded my needle because that takes a little bit of time because my eyes weren't what they used to be. And I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do. So I'm going to zoom this in a little bit, and do bear with me because I'm not the best at sewing, but do you know what? This is basic sewing, so you won't need to worry if you're not very good at sewing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do a little running stitch. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sequin. I'm going to sew these sequins on downwards. So I don't know if you can see, you might be able to see it better on here. See, these are facing down. Okay, so that's how I want them to be. So I'm going to just, I know it's a little bit small, but so then what we do is we sew our first sequin. Just bring the thread through. Just bring the thread through your sequin like this. Okay. And then bring your, I don't know if you can see that. And then bring your thread back through again. So should we move in a bit more? Oh, hold on. These sequins are very small, so let's see if we can move in just a touch more. So we're bringing our needle back through underneath our sequin, okay, and then what we're going to do is take our next one, okay, our next sequin, work out where we want that to go, okay, and just basically put your needle in through where you want your sequin to go. So you might want to bring that thread up a bit higher. It depends how close you want these to be, and then just pull that thread through. It's better if that's a bit straighter. Sorry, I'm trying to film at the same time, but we really want that thread to be straight. Okay, so we'll just, that's all right, we'll do the next one straighter because this is just like a demo to show you how it works. So you take the next one and your next sequin. I'm going to try a green one here because I wasn't sure how these colours would look, but I really do love blue, green and pink together, so just trying the different colour combos here. So just put your thread through like this and then pull that down, okay, and then we come up just underneath there, okay, and then you want your, I'm going to do pink, your sequin, you want your next sequin, and what you want to do is just do the same. So you just bring that up through there, and then just bring your cotton like that. Okay, so I'm going to do a few more to show you how this is done, and then I'm going to run on to the next example of what we're going to be using. So we're going to be using all of these different types of ways sewing your sequins on to your bouquet like that. Okay, can you see how if you line these up they can look really straight? I'm going to show you how to do these little ones, actually these little ones with the beads in the middle. Sorry about the noise. There we are, these little ones there. I'm using these orange seed beads, 11 size seed beads. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take 5 of these off my mat, keep those on your needle, bring your next sequin in, and these are face down as well. Okay, these are face down as well, like the ones next to them. And then what you do is just sew your beads, in like that. So now I'm going to show you how to do this one here with the crystals on it. Okay, so these are easier, these ones. So each time, if you want to cast off and on, you just do it with a running stitch like I showed you at the beginning. Okay, so let's take our thread through. Let's take our thread through like this, and then bring, just like we did the others, bring our sequin up like that. Okay, and what we want is a crystal. I'm just going to use one of these blue ones. I'm just going to use, I think that's too big. You need a smallish crystal to go. Is it one of that? Oh no, we use one of these. We use the same ones, don't we? Yeah, so now let's use another one of these and I'll show you. So we pick this up, it's the same size seed beads. Okay, thinking we need a bigger one, but we don't, because these are small sequins. Okay, and then just basically, it's like a tiny little running stitch you're putting in here, and you just go back through your sequin. Okay, I've got these pink ones as well, and so what I'm doing is I'm doing some orange and some pink. If you can see here, I'm doing some orange and some pink, so I'm doing alternative beads as well, so you can see how lovely that looks. Okay, and if I bring this back, you can see how nice that is when you sew it all together. And we're going to try and do that all the way along onto our blue felt. And as you can see here, you can also do it with the larger sequins. And I was going to do that, but I realised now I haven't got enough sequins to do it with the large ones as well. I might do a combination of both. I might do, or I might find something else to go in between. So that is the plans for this next project. Okay, I just want to show you, and I should have showed you this at the beginning, but just to show you, if you haven't been on before, if you haven't been on if you haven't been on to this channel before, zoom out a bit more. Here are some of the bouquets that we done in the last project. This one was the one that I did on I think it was Facebook. I don't know. One of them was Facebook and the other one was YouTube. I forget which ones now. How weird is that? Anyway, I've created both of these, and if you want to have a look back on the videos, you can see how that's done. Okay, so that's the last project that we did. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the next one. So I will see you again soon. I'm so sorry that I didn't come on quicker than I did. I was actually going to do a YouTube video. Sorry, I was going to do YouTube live, but I'm having problems with that, so I'm going to have to do a bit of troubleshooting with that. But from now on, at the moment, I'm back on Facebook with my lives, so I can always tell you when I'm on Facebook, so you can come and join me. and on Facebook it's DIY Offbeat Weddings. Okay, and the link is actually in the description under all my videos. Okay then, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like and give me a little comment below as to what you think about this project. And you can also subscribe to this channel to help it to grow as well. So yeah, have a lovely week everyone. Goodbye for now.